Jessica Corley, Vice President of Development, Palmer Home for Children, is our guest. Hey, Jessica.
Hi, thank you for having me on.
You bet. So give us kind of a status report. How did it go this year as we wind down 2024 for Palmer Home for Children?
Oh, man, we have been busy, to say the least. Our kids have been having a wonderful year. We are still so proud that we have a 100% graduation rate of our students. They are growing, they're learning. They just recently went and saw Zoo Lights for Christmas. They saw Christmas Carol at the theater. And everybody's just so excited for Christmas to be here. That joy that kids have is so special, and we're creating those milestone memories for them that are so vital. And none of that would be possible without partners like SuperTalk and your listeners. So thank you.
Tell us about the credit, the child tax credit. This is a state credit that's available, right, to donors.
Right. So the Mississippi Children's Promise Act, honestly, so many people tell me it sounds too good to be true, but it is true. So this is an incredible opportunity that the Mississippi Department of Revenue facilitates. But Mississippi business owners and individuals can receive up to 50% tax credit. Now, for individuals, it's up to $2,400 filing jointly and $1,200 single filers. But for Mississippi businesses, you can get a dollar-for-dollar tax credit, which is just such a win-win, no-risk scenario. In fact, you don't even have to donate first. You can wait to make sure after you apply that you're receiving the credit, and then you can donate. So it truly is risk-free. And in fact, me and my team we're applying for many people. It's a really simple online application, but we're applying for many of our friends just to make it one step easier for them.
Yeah, and several organizations are eligible for this, Palmer Home being one of them. And you have to get it done by the end of the year, right? You have to make the payment, have completed the forms, sent that to the Department of Revenue. That's what I assume you and your staff are working with folks on, helping them out with that process?
So for 2025 tax credit, you actually have to wait to apply on January 2nd, 2025, right at 8 a.m. And it's an online application. We've got it on our website, or you can go to Mississippi Department of Revenue website and click on Charitable Tax Credit, and it'll walk you through it. You can select Palmer Home, and then you select ETHO or ECO. We're finding, because Palmer Home, we're actually eligible for either of those categories.
Yep.
But because we're eligible for both, our donors are seeing these tax credits come in, and it's kind of a, first come, first serve scenario. There's so many funds in the pot, right?
Right.
But because we're eligible for both categories, our donors are getting those credits.
Okay, so that would be for 2025. Is there still some available for 24? Because there's a limit, right, that's authorized by the legislature and the law. Is there some credit still available?
Yes. So under the ETHO category, as of recently, there is still funding available. So if you need 2024 credit, go apply now before the calendar year ends. And we'll walk you through that process. But it's truly simple. But you can still get 2024 credit under the ETHO. That's Eligible Transitional Home Organization, which, because we also serve children 18 and up, our donors are eligible for that pot of funds, so to speak.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. What else do we need to know that's going on at the Palmer Home for Children these days?
Oh, man, just... in the spirit of giving, we're just asking everybody to give. No gift is too big or too small. So much can make an impact. Every dollar counts. And, $500 could clothe a child for a year. $250 could provide Christmas dinner for one of our families on campus. $100 to provide new bedding and essentials for when a new child comes to our campus. And you just think of that scenario, all of this, the uncertainty and all the emotions wrapped into that, to be able to provide them, sweet dreams and let them pick out their bedding is a really special thing. $50 you could stuff the stockings and help just bring that Christmas joy to a child. We always have personalized monogram stockings for our kids, and sometimes it's rushing out last minute to make that happen and make that Christmas magic come together. But the most sustainable way to give is monthly. And again, whether that's $5, $25, it truly changes lives, and it provides the gift of home, healing, and hope for these kids' future.
Yeah. What's Christmas Day like around the Palmer home?
Oh, it's just wonderful, magical chaos. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids in one house. So just imagine, waking up to smelling, cinnamon rolls and monkey bread and all the delicious carbs we all want and that kids can just consume, right?
Yeah.
And then just, always the focus being on Jesus and the reason for the season, considering others and others first before ourselves, but the joy on their face when they rip open those gifts and look in their stocking. So many of these kids have never experienced a Christmas like this, and they are just the awe and wonder is really, really special.
Yeah.
So thank you.
What about the parents?
The house parents.
Yeah, the house parents. What about their participation in Christmas?
Oh yeah, they have their work cut out for them. Yeah, they're busy, and they're making sure that every kid gets that gift, that they asked Santa for, and within reason, of course. But they are busy making sure all the Christmas magic comes together, and there's a special family dinner. We do a big what we call Christmas traditions, and all of the houses together, all the kids, and it's just a really special time of reading the Christmas story, singing Christmas songs in our chapel, and making each child truly feel special and know that they are loved not only by all the staff and house parents at Palmer Homes, but Jesus as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So how are we doing as far as the children advancing through the system, getting out on their own, becoming productive adults? I know that's the ultimate goal. How are we doing this year with respect to that?
Oh, man, we are so proud of our young adults in our transitional care program. As I mentioned before, we have a 100% high school graduation rate. Sadly, the national high school graduation rate for children in foster care is around 50% or less. So we are truly defying the odds. And then through our transitional program, they're getting mentoring, they're getting assistance with those next steps towards independence, whether that's trade school, college, community college, barber school, you name it. We talk about their dreams and their goals and walk with them step by step to accomplish them. And they are thriving, not just surviving, and it's really cool to see.
And many of them actually return. I mean, they retain those relationships with the people that they got to know being part of the Palmer Home family, right?
Absolutely. Once a part of the Palmer Home family, always a part of the Palmer Home family.
And do the staff, Jessica, do they join in with the Christmas celebrations as well?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a big part of our Christmas traditions, and it's just it's heartwarming for everyone. We all need it, and it fills all of our cups. But, no, it is a all hands on deck. Everybody wants to be a part of making this special for these kids.
Is there sort of a season, Jessica, when you see that the home is more needed at certain times of the year, where children that are encountering challenging circumstances need the assistance, need the comfort and the environment of the Palmer home?
Yeah, you would. Unfortunately, families where there may be cracks and instability in their family foundation, you might see them start to crumble during the holidays, and our referrals really start to pick up, especially afterwards, unfortunately. And our team is trauma trained and informed. They're incredible with those situations, and just helping those families walk through next steps. It may not need to be a permanent situation. It may just need to, mom or dad may need, or grandma, whoever the caregiver is, may just need a few months to get on the right track.
Yeah.
And we're here to help.
Jessica, appreciate you joining us today. Again, you can donate, folks, and get a 50% tax credit. Not a tax deduction, but a 50% tax credit. 50 cents of every dollar you contribute comes back to you in the form of a credit. Appreciate it, Jessica. Merry Christmas to you and all the great folks at Palmer Home, and especially the children.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for having me.
You bet.